Right. Did you know that for the first time ever, two cyclists left on a groundbreaking challenge, riding all the way from Edinburgh to Medina on a journey of over 3,500 miles as they pedal to Hajj? We've been following their journey since day one, and we're going to continue that today. This evening, we are focusing specifically on the journey through Turkey and the visit to the orphanage. We are joined on Zoom by Abdul Rahman and Rahim Ali. Salam alaikum, brothers. All the way from Lebanon. Can you
Walaikum
guys see
assalam
me?
wa rahmatullah.
How are you guys?
Yes, hear you loud and clear, brother Khalil.
Alhamdulillah. So the last time we spoke, I can't remember remind me where you were last time we spoke, and tell us where you are today.
Like last time we spoke, we were in Bulgaria. I'm not sure what city we were in, but we were in Bulgaria. And today we are in Beirut, Lebanon.
MashaAllah. So you must have had a few highlights, maybe a few adventures along the way from then to now, inshallah. How's it been going for you? What's some of the highlights you can share with us during that journey, brothers?
So since we last spoke, we entered Turkey, which was a huge leg of our journey. It's 13 days, in fact, of our journey we spent in Turkey. And subhanAllah, what a beautiful country it is. The ever-changing landscapes from east to west, from forest-covered mountains to sand and stone mountains to even seeing ice-capped mountains. It was truly amazing and very scenic. Turkey. We didn't expect to see ice-capped mountains in Turkey in the middle of May. It was unbelievable.
Because we're experiencing some wonderful weather over here for a change at the moment, so you're not missing a lot. Well, you are missing a lot, but you've got the same sort of thing over there. What is the significance of choosing Reyhanli as a milestone for your journey? What's the significance of that, brothers?
So the significance of Reyhanli was we were initially we were planning on going through Reyhanli anyway. We were planning on trying to keep this journey as land route as much as possible, and Reyhanli is on the border crossing with Syria. But unfortunately, we couldn't cross the border from Syria from the north. But irregardless, we still wanted to go to Reyhanli due to World Care Foundation having an orphanage there for the Syrian refugees. And it would have tied in well with obviously raising money for World Care Foundation to visit the orphanage. And subhanAllah, what a beautiful welcoming they gave us, so heartwarming and genuinely overwhelming.
What is the mood like there? What is the circumstances and the situation? Because we hear a lot about, refugees crossing the border. Give us a sense of what it's like. How are the people? Are they high in spirits or low in spirits? Give us an idea of what's happening with the people there, inshallah.
So in a lot of cases, we didn't get to see any particular family cases out with the orphanage, but I can only speak on the orphanage itself. The spirits are really high because they've had obviously a positive change in their life circumstances with the orphanage taking them in and giving them a second chance on life, especially the children. And there has been a few cases that were shared when we arrived at the orphanage where, in fact, one of the children the orphanage had took in, she was a child at the time. She's now grown up. She's been married off. And she came back to visit us and welcome us at the orphanage with her own child now after being married. And it just goes to show that, alhamdulillah, World Care Foundation was it's pretty crucial in that process where they're supported essentially 3 generations, the mother, the child, and now the grandchild in this story.
MashaAllah.
But it's beautiful to see, the change and the second chance of life that they had been given.
Alhamdulillah, brother. Tell us, what role does this journey through Turkey have on the impact of your mission, pedal to Hajj?
So the journey itself, it's a reflection on our journey. It gives us a chance to reflect upon our journey towards Hajj. Not only, going through Turkey alone, but throughout all the countries we're traveling through. It's really to reflect upon our journey and reflect upon ourselves, our own characters, our own, personalities, and why we are actually upon this journey. And obviously, it's a big spiritual journey as well. Um, Throughout the journey, I mean, we have planned the journey, but there's been so many changes throughout that maybe we've had drivers fly out and support us in the car carrying our luggage. Maybe we've changed the destination of some days and increased our destination just so that we can have a shorter mileage the next day. Whatever changes have happened, we've only come to realize is for the better of our own journey. It's in fact benefited us. And subhanAllah, at the time of the change, you think, oh, for example, our flight from Turkey to Beirut got cancelled and brought forward a day. We ended up having to cancel a rest day in order to make up for that flight that got cancelled and brought forward a day. We've only come to realize today that it was in fact in our favor that we cancelled a rest day in Turkey, and now we're using that rest day in Beirut. Because when we arrived, one of the wheels of the cycle was damaged, and we had to, in fact, try and source another wheel set for the bike. Alhamdulillah, we found a shop to accommodate us, and subhanallah, the chances of that shop having the exact same wheel set, exact same hub to accommodate the cassette that was on the bike is 1 in, I don't know, 20, and they had the exact same wheel set to help us out. It's just another one of Allah's favors that we plan, but Allah plans His plan. He's the best of planners.
It seems like you've been getting an amazing reception for every place that you've passed through so far. What about Turkey in particular? What has been the reception of the community there towards the efforts that you're making towards for helping Gaza?
Well, to be honest, they see the tops we're wearing. They see all the printing on the tops, and we do get questions. Where are you going? What's all this printing on your top? And when we explain to them, we're on a journey. We're cycling towards Hajj, and we've set off from Edinburgh. It's nothing but positivity and love from the community, from the locals in Turkey. Everyone we've spoken to, they send us their du'as and they send us goodwill and hope for us to arrive in Medina, Mecca, in good health and safety.
You mentioned health. I wanted to sort of touch on that. What kind of experiences are you both having mentally and emotionally? Because of course you're riding. That's a lot of physical exertion. I would imagine there's a lot of mental concentration as well. What kind of effect is it having on both of you physically and mentally and even spiritually?
I think physically the effect, I think the first week probably would be the most difficult for myself, maybe for my brother as well. Our bodies are adjusting to the cycle. Alhamdulillah, our bodies have adjusted quite well. We're not actually feeling too much, pains and aches. We're quite settled into the mileage that we have to do every day. The routine has become quite normal of waking up early, jumping on the bike, and just, putting the head down and getting on with the day. Mentally, you just get in a headspace where, you're focusing on, you're going for Hajj, pretty much. It's a pilgrimage to Hajj, and ultimately that's what gets you through. On top of that, we are raising funds for Gaza, and that also helps get you through as well.
Yeah. So are you both keeping up with the current events in Gaza? Because everything seems to be every day there's some new predicament, some new problem. So how are you keeping in touch with what's happening over there at the moment?
I mean, all you need to do is open up your phone and you get bombarded with, new content coming from the strip. and it's hard to avoid. And we're not keeping on top of it as much as we probably would if we were not on the bikes. But you see enough, to remind you that this conflict is ongoing. There is more and more tragedy happening every day as we go along. And, we're in Lebanon, we're in Beirut right now, we're around the corner from the conflict. And it just hits home even more. You're right around the corner and there's a genocide happening right around the corner from us.
Yeah, because you're in that kind of region, aren't you? How's your insight changed as you journey through these countries, as you're going towards your goal? Is the anticipation, I can imagine, is going up and up and up, and you're thinking about what you're going to do there as well. How is that? What does that feel like when you're riding and you've got some of these difficulties? Because alhamdulillah, you've not really had too many challenges, but as you're going through, what's going through your mind? What are you thinking about as you go through each journey?
To be honest, whatever difficulties we've had, we both just embraced them. Is just embracing whatever comes through comes on your pathway, whether it be the weather, the winds in your face, whether it be the high heat in the sunshine, whether it be the rain. We've embraced all of it. There's no point, moaning and trying, get deflated about the situation. It's best just embracing the situation and focusing on completing the day pedal by pedal. So that's what's really keeping us in high spirits. Whatever difficulty you have, there's no point being deflated about it and getting yourself in a negative mindset. It's just embrace the difficulties and just focus on getting through the day. And as the journey goes on, I don't think we will actually register what journey we're on, the Hajj journey, until we arrive in Saudi Arabia. Then obviously the anticipation will increase and increase. Until we arrive in Medina, I think we will just be overwhelmed by emotion that, wow, subhanallah, we can't believe it right now that we've cycled all the way here to Turkey and now we're in Beirut. When we arrive in Medina, I don't think we'd be able to put it into words.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. So remind us again, how many days have you been riding, and approximately how many more days do you have ahead of you? Because you've got a deadline. Obviously, Hajj is a certain time. So how many days have you done and how many days do you have ahead of you? And is everything on schedule? Does it look like you're on schedule and, barring a few snafus here and there?
So alhamdulillah, this is a 60-day journey. We've got 50 cycle days planned in this journey. So there's 10 rest days among this 60 days. We are on day 43 of the journey. We've currently done around 35 cycle days and we've covered 2,755 miles. We have around 900 miles left. So we're way over our halfway mark and we're on the home run, as you can say. So that's just another positive stat to ease our mindset and boost us on to carry on through our last legs.
So are you saying you're actually ahead of schedule? Is that correct?
We're on schedule.
You're on schedule. Okay.
Yeah, we're exactly on schedule, and alhamdulillah. To be honest, the journey couldn't have gone any smoother. Genuinely, subhanallah, Allah is the best of planners. Whatever changes have happened, He's changed them for a reason for us. And we've literally seen the reasons play out in front of our own eyes.
Alhamdulillah. Now, once again, if our viewers are, really interested in what you're doing and they want to help you in any way that they can, how can they get in touch with you? Or is there any particular websites or Instagram pages they need to go to?
You can get in contact with us. Well, you can see our content on Instagram, pedaltohajj.com. On the bio links there, you will find our link tree, which if you don't have Instagram, you'll find Facebook, TikTok, whatever your pleasure is these days. We also have you can contact us privately on Instagram. We do read the messages. And on the bio link is also the donation link for the cause we're raising money for, which is Gaza. And that will be with World Care Foundation, and the link is in the bio there as well.
Absolutely fantastic, brothers. I've got one last question for both of you. I want you to think about this question very carefully now, okay? I want a good answer. Custard creams or bourbons?
Custard creams.
Wow!
I'm a bourbon.
Is that the same for both of you?
No, I like my bourbon.
Mashallah.
Yeah, milk. They're good.
Have you got it in your rucksack? That's a more important question.
No,
I'm afraid we don't. We've been carrying any import we've been taking is Weetabix.
Oh, really? Why that particular
Yeah.
brand? Why that particular one?
Well, Weetabix, it's slow release energy, and it's great for the activity we're doing. It's light on the stomach, and you can actually put a lot of biscuits away without being too heavy. And it's, like I said, it's high in fiber and slow release energy. So with the sport drivers flying out and other cyclists flying out to support us for a few days, we've been getting Weetabix brought in for us.
So is that the only thing you haven't brought in? None of mum's cooking or stuff like that? Only Weetabix? Is that what it is?
Weetabix is good for you guys. It's good and healthy, slow release, sets the day off good.
Okay, thank you so much. There are other brands available as well, so just in case anybody's thinking we're being prejudicial, we're not, inshallah. So what about the food that you carry with you? Or do you just try food along the route? Is that what happens? You just try some of the culinary delights in that particular country where you might be at the time?
Yeah. So, well, our diet has been mainly 80% has been mainly doner kebab. Since we entered Germany,
It's a bit heavy, isn't it?
diet,
It's not a bit
it's
heavy
a bit
though.
heavy, but due to the amount of calories we've been burning per day, it's still not enough for us.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's high protein, high carbs, and it's actually really good for the activity we're doing. And yeah, since Germany, it's been doner kebab. Turkey's been mostly doner kebab. We're in Beirut. They call it shawarma here, so now it's shawarma.
So with one last question, anything else you'd like to share with the viewers that we haven't covered on our questions? Any other thoughts, any other reflections that you've experienced?
Nothing really. I would just like to thank everyone for their support online, all the family and friends, the charity especially, the volunteers from the charity, and everyone online supporting us, sharing the cause, all the people who have donated for the cause. Please keep sharing. It's a really worthy cause. As Rehan said earlier on when you asked him, the conflict just worsening and worsening is truly devastating. When you see all the images, they're just getting completely wiped out. It's completely unfair, and no government is standing up. It's really saddening.
Yeah.
So keep sharing the cause, keep supporting. I mean, there's so many other causes, so many other appeals out there for the same cause. Doesn't matter if you're giving to us or giving to another appeal that's going towards Gaza. Just don't stay silent on the topic.
Reyhan, anything from yourself, bro?
Just like Abdul Rahman said, it's just sad. You know, you're seeing children burying their mothers, you're seeing mothers burying their children, you're just seeing funerals constantly online. And it's one thing about this journey as you're traveling through the lands and you're seeing, you know, just the blessings that we have over as well. Me individually, I can talk about myself. Our life, my life is filled with blessing, and sometimes we take it for granted. And I just think that, you know, if we have an ability to give, we should give. And I'm talking for myself here as much as everyone else.
Alhamdulillah.
Hard to put into words, you know. But just one thing I would say is, you know, from one thing I have learned myself as we have been traveling, you know, everybody's just trying to live life. There's no difference wherever you go in the world. We're all just trying to make a living. And
Yeah,
it's just sad,
course.
you know, when people are just being served an injustice like they are in Gaza. And it's up to, you know, it's only down to a few individuals which are causing all this devastation. And each and every time stuff like this happens, it's the people of the world which bring it back to reality and normality for those people and bring justice back. So I think, you know,
We have a
humanity as a duty, we have a duty to stand up for the people of Gaza, to stand up for injustice wherever you see it.
Inshallah. Well, you
And
too.
inshallah, we can all make dua, at least
Inshallah.
minimum, at least make dua. And inshallah, this will all come to an end soon. And Allah will give His justice in whatever way in whichever way He sees fit.
I mean,
Inshallah.
well, we're certainly going to ask our viewers to make duas for you too as well. You're doing a fantastic job, Rayhan Abdul Rahman. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Hopefully, we'll touch base with you a couple of weeks from now and see where you guys are. But until then, all the best and please stay safe on the road. And we hope you get there safe, inshallah. Take care. Thank you for joining us. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, brother Akil. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam. Beautiful, beautiful brothers, mashallah. Such energy as well and really going for it.